Hey there, rogues! Welcome to the gallery! Uh, it is Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday? Sunday. I think it's Sunday. I don't know. I slept very hard, and I'm very tired today. We had storms last night, and they gave me a wonderful, wonderful headache. And, that was fun during D&D last night, but D&D progressed. It did not end! Which, we had thought that our campaign was going to come to a close. We've been told that next week for sure will be the last one, or next time we play, which I think is in 2 weeks. But regardless, the next one's supposed to be the last one, finally. I say finally, but I mean, I don't really want it to end, but I'm ready for the next campaign to start, and anyway. We started in combat. We ended sort of still in combat? I don't know. This combat has been like 3 sessions long, like 9 hours or something. And somehow almost all of us are still alive. In fact, at the moment, I have full health. Not because I haven't been doing anything, just because I don't get hit a lot. So, I guess that's good. Anyway, it's been a fun campaign that's been going on for like 5 years, but we are at the end of it, and it's just, this final battle was literally everything. And thanks to an amazing application of Force Wall by our wizard, most of the battle stayed on the other side of a room from us, and we just kind of got to watch as NPCs killed each other, and we took on the named characters that we were after. And then after they were gone, there were still more of these NPCs coming, like, out of some vast holding of monstrous creatures that we would have had to fight, but thanks to that force wall that stayed up through the whole combat, we did not have to fight. So that's good. We did level up, which makes me wonder. It's a very interesting strategic question to have to decide what you're going to pick for level 15 when you know that the next session is the last session. Because it could either be an amazingly huge boss fight, only our boss fights have lasted more than 1 session normally, or anything I pick will never get used. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm interested to find out where we go with it. Today's plan is to dive back into Mass Effect. I never remember where we were. It's been a week, so I don't recall. But I'm gonna switch over to this. Okay, we are on the surface of something. We're on Tuntao. Structure. There's some debris. There's an anomaly. I don't remember. I think we came to Tuntao without any actual reason to be here. I know we were going through side quest stuff, but I don't think we had any actual, like, thing pointing us here. I think we just said, hey, we can land here, and landed here. Oh, yeah. I don't remember, did I clear out this structure or not? I think I did. Gonna have to go inside and check. If I die immediately, then we know that I did not. Well, I didn't die immediately. I think we came across some, like, pirates or something. Oh yes, hardened crate with my too low decryption. He did do this. Alright. Let's get out of here and explore the rest of this planet that I think we're not supposed to be on yet. Holly, what happened to you? Why'd you get stuck? Let's hop into the I always want to say Mako. It's a Mako. And time for some surface driving. I'm sure we can flip the Mako. We've done it before. Be right, UK! 7 months. Wow, where does the time go? Seriously, does your literature point to a black hole through which it spirals? Or some kind of anti-time to cancel it out? Thank you so much for the resubscription. It is hard to believe it has been 7 months that I have been doing this. How are you doing today? Pretty. That ice or sand? Terrain. It seems it reacts like it's water of some sort. There's gotta be something out here. Gotta be. Whee. 1,000 bits? Thank you so much, Be Right UK. I was not expecting 1,000 bits, but I do very much appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm glad that you are doing good. This seems to be just an empty field of, like, a little bit of liquid on top of sand. Just kind of cool. I have been super sleepy today. So my brain is moving slightly slower than normal. Feels like a place where I should be. There doesn't seem to be anything over here, which I was hoping there would be, but there doesn't seem to. We've entered into this period of time now. Actually, I need to turn my fan, because I'm gonna overheat. We've entered into this period of the year where it's hot all the time. We'll get a storm that comes through that claims that it's cooling things off, but it doesn't I mean, I guess it cooled things down by like 10 degrees, but when you go from 90 to 80, it doesn't really feel cooler to me. I am ready for winter again. That's a pyramid. That is the anomaly, and it is a pyramid. I'm gonna go check out the debris first, and then come back and check out the pyramid. I'm wondering if I'm going to end up having to go inside the pyramid. I do like the variation in the terrain. This planet has a very different feel to it than the others that we've been on. I mean, they all are kind of similar with mountainous structures and valleys, and from a gameplay standpoint, I understand that, but the skin on this one is just different. Ooh, minerals. Are they? Is that it? I also like that this glitters. The ground here glitters. Mercury deposit. Just over 87 there today. Unusual even though it's summer. Yeah, we've been around 86 for like a week, I think, which did not do nice things to my head. We're at 80 right now, and like the next couple days we're supposed to stay around 80, and then we're supposed to go back up around to the 90s again, or upper 80. But when we get a long period of kind of hot, that tends to coincide with a pressure wave that, or a sustained pressure that will give me migraines. And for the most part, my migraines don't end up being pain. I get like visual migraines where I see like a shimmeriness in my vision. And so I had that for most of the last week, which was not great. And then yesterday, the headache finally broke, along with the massive storms, which is what led to the massive headache, the actual like pain part of it. Thankfully, I don't, or haven't for many years, gotten to the point where I would have a visual migraine that suddenly led to a complete loss of vision for a few minutes, which I used to get. Although this time I did have a moment or two where I was unable to understand words when I was trying to read them. So that was a bit frightening, because it's the first time that's happened with a migraine. But is apparently one of the possible symptoms of the kinds of migraines that I get. So. And thankfully I was able to recognize that I wasn't making sense of the things that I was reading. I was actually trying to read, I got the original Drizzt Do'Urden trilogy on my Kindle, and I've been reading it, because I read the Dragonlance books and I read the Shannara books, but I never read the Forgotten Realms books, so I decided that I would read some of them. And so right now I'm in the second of the Drizzt books. Alright, we're gonna go check out that pyramid. Usual high there is mid-60. Yeah, I think we're probably about where our usual is for this time of year here. I just don't enjoy it. But the thing is, like, I loved the weather in Minnesota generally, but even in Minnesota this time of year, I would be in the 80s or 90s. So it's winter time where I get disappointed with the weather here, because in winter it doesn't often get cold enough to actually snow. And I miss the snow. Alright, I have somehow ended up down in these jagged bits, and I need to get back up on top of the plateau. Oh, it's this direction. We're going up the hill! Up the hill! And over, apparently. So we had a moment last night during our D&D combat that, Thaumaturgy became the most useful spell, and was just, like, perfectly timed, was exactly what we needed right at that moment. There was a, there's like a magic sigil that's giving off necrotic energy that is blocked by a door, and a monster came through the door and opened it wide, flooding the whole place with this necrotic aura. And our cleric just said, well, we're not doing that, and used Thaumaturgy to slam the door shut, and it was the perfect move at the perfect time, and it was so nice seeing such a basic cantrip getting such love. Okay. I know nothing of this pyramid. I don't know. I'm gonna run up the corner. Appears to be topped with solar panels. Ooh. Something over there, I think. There doesn't appear to be like an entrance to the pyramid or anything. There doesn't seem to be any reason to be here at all. Then again, I did not have a mission to come here, so... Asari capsule. Cover artifact. Matriarch's writings recovered. You found one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. Alrighty. Would those nearby ruins be the pyramid that I apparently can't interact with in any way, shape, or form? Other than running on it? Oh. No, I did. I know I did. Okay, there we go. Captions should start now. I was all set. I was ready to turn them on, and then I completely forgot. Yep, doesn't seem to be anything that I can do with this pyramid, so it's an interesting structure. But I think we are returning to the Normandy. Because we don't have a mission on that planet, and we seem to have explored all we can. Let's actually go to where we were heading in this. Sodium and silicon dioxide. That was a pretty planet. I liked that planet. Hashi? No. I don't remember where we're supposed to be. No. Devina? it must be the other... elsewhere in the system? Hydra. I remember we came here for one of our last side quests because I'm trying to do them all before I go back to the Citadel. That's all I remember. Seba. Seba is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen-helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. Orbital period 162.1 Earth years. Radius 45,145 kilometers. Day length 12.8 Earth hours. And surveying it provides us with a gas deposit. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of helium-3. So, jet fuel. Panrum. Panrum is a small rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Panrum was the site of the warlord Shiagur's defeat by Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan Rebellion. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiagur was a female warlord, and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiagur's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim they have the blood of Shiagur. Orbital period 67.3 Earth years. Radius 5,220 kilometers. Day length 32.5 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.07 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature minus 132 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.55 G. Lowest UK temperature ever is minus 16 Fahrenheit-ish. Yeah, some of the... When you're in the center of the North American continent, you tend to get really hot summers and really cold winters. So we would top 100 degrees in Minnesota at least once every summer. And then in the winters, when I was living there, the lowest air temperature I remember was like minus 38 Fahrenheit. So that's a wide range. My brain won't translate to Celsius, but I want to say like 100 is somewhere around like 40 degrees. And so then negative 38 would be... Geez, I don't know what negative 38 would be in Celsius. But that was brutal. That cold was really brutal. I don't know. Negative 38, I would say it's probably like somewhere around like minus 8 Celsius. Because I think it's add 30. For a quick and dirty. I can't do the calculation in my brain. Turian insignia recovered. Scans of the planet Canrum revealed dangerous levels of radiation coming from orbit. The chief engineer Adams conducted further scans and discovered the remains of an ancient warhead marked with the Parthia colony insignia. Oh, minus 40 is a magic number. It's the same in both. So it was very near that. It was cold enough that even though I got to work from home, I went out to my garage to warm up the car to ensure that it wouldn't freeze solid. And the governor closed down the public schools so that students weren't out waiting for buses. Which doesn't happen often in Minnesota. At least not in response to cold weather. Thayar. Thayar is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds and its upper atmosphere. Thayar was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. Orbital period 12.8 Earth years. Radius 60,774 kilometers. Day length 11.8 Earth hours. So when I was a kid, there was all this talk about how in the US we were going to be switching off of the units of measure that we use and going to what the rest of the world uses, and then it never happened. But I kept thinking I was going to learn, and I never did.
General distress call. Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, I think we have found what we came here for. There is a level 2 heat hazard on Metgos. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Orbital period 2.8 Earth years, radius 7,301 kilometers, day length 47.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 1. Surface temperature 169 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.1 G. I know it's a distress call, I know I'm supposed to go, but I'm gonna look at the last planet first. Varmalus! Because otherwise I will forget to look at this planet. Varmalus has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Orbital period is 0.4 Earth years, radius is 9,593 kilometers, day length is 19.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 1.3 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 503 Celsius, surface gravity 1.2 G. Alright, we're gonna land here. I have multiple times switched over my phone to show units in Celsius, and my brain just couldn't understand them. I've tried, and I'm still trying, because I would like to get a sense of, like, this number equates to hot, and this number equates to cold, but they just mean nothing to me at this point. Old applied maths, A-level papers around 17, all units had to be metric. Foot poundals? Furlongs per micro fortnight. Oh, jeez. All units in physics had to be. Yeah. Considering that I have no spatial geometry that my brain just does naturally, like, I don't know how long a foot is. I have to get out a measuring tape to do a foot, an inch, whatever. Physical measurement distance doesn't bother me. I can go with whichever because I have to use a measuring tool anyway. My brain doesn't have a conception of what they are regardless. But temperature I do have like an internal measure of temperature that is calibrated to Fahrenheit. So that one is really hard for me to make a change or an adjustment to. But honestly, it doesn't seem like it should be that hard. Like, I get that somewhere around like 28 is when it starts to feel hot to me. Work out how inches and centimeters relate. Yeah. So, like, physical measures to me, I use tools to measure them, and I don't really have a problem. For me, the issue with temperature is I just don't have a referent to know what numbers in Celsius equate to hot and what numbers in Celsius equate to cold. Other than, I guess, 0 is the freezing point, right? So 0 would equate to like 32 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. But then it goes from there, and you get up to like 28, and it's like 80 here, or 80 in Fahrenheit, which is just confusing to me because the scale is different, and so it's the difference in number scale that my brain has trouble figuring out. Not so much which numbers are hot and which numbers are cold, but the percent change between each whole number is what's odd to me. I'm somewhat stuck over here. Road signs are in miles per hour. Really? Fuel is sold in liters, but efficiency is in miles per gallon. Beer comes in pints. I mean, beer comes in pints here, too. We measure distance in miles per hour on the road, and fuel efficiency is in miles per gallon. And we sell gas by the gallon, but we sell soda by the liter. So, soda pop beverages we'll sell by the liter, which, if we can get one product sold by the liter, why can't we switch the others, too? I mean, the answer to why we can't switch is politics. Alright. I was trying to go to that question mark up there, but this terrain is very difficult. And is it still a thing that personal body weight is measured in stones? Is that still a thing? Here we measure it in pounds and ounces. That right. Level 2 heat seems like it's going to be difficult once I get out of the Mako. Somewhere I'm going to find this question mark thing. If you get a medical... for medicine, they do kilograms instead of stones. Like, I have no reference as to how much a stone is. It is a word that I am familiar with. I know that it exists and gets used for a purpose, but it has no meaning for me whatsoever. Turian insignia recovered. The Gothis colony insignia. And height is feet in inches. Although for medicine it's centimeters. Here, height is feet and inches. Even for medical purposes. And for medical purposes, weight is pounds and ounces. 14 pounds is a stone. Okay. I'm sure I have read before because I've been curious. I'm certain that I have forgotten why 14 pounds is a stone. 16 ounces to a pound. 14 pounds to a stone. I mean, ultimately, it's just a matter of naming. We don't count. Like, we still do 16 ounces to a pound. We just don't. We don't have a unit that aggregates pounds together. So we do the start of that, but then we don't have a larger unit than pounds. Direction to the debris. Oof. The terrain here is much more difficult to navigate than on the last world. Honestly, it's more difficult than some of the more jagged worlds that we've landed on. There's that debris. Gonna go down there with the Mako, and I may never get out again. Hello, debris. What do you got for me? Crashed probe. Yeep. Look at that level 2 hazard bar go. Wow. I can't stay out for very long at all. In 1389, a royal statute fixed the stone of wool at 14 pounds and the sack of wool at 26 pounds, according to Wikipedia. About measuring the export of wool to Florence. Huh. So I guess they took a bundle of wool and they would, measure its weight against the weight of a stone before that, I would assume. I know a lot of measurements got created that way, where there was a standard item that they were weighed against, and then that became a fixed measure, but it was still called the same thing. I'm gonna head to the distress call now that I've explored the other items on the planet's surface. Because, you know, the urgent distress call that said, we need you here now, I didn't go straight there. Oh, I didn't flip it. Thought I was gonna flip the Mako. Which I have done once, which was last week. Come on, come on. Round the corner. Go. Question mark ahead. Ooh, there's... Well, but there's a mineral. I have to go to the mineral first. Alright. I would not do well in this vehicle in real life. I am not one for roller coasters. I think I've probably mentioned that before. Oh. It says that I'm right next. Where is it? I don't want to get out until I find it. Is it in here? Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Hi, Mineral. Can I do it from in the car? No, I can't. Thorium deposit. Survey the minerals. Man, I was so close. Rare element survey. No, don't talk to Caden. Get in the Mako. Too hot out here. Alright. I should maybe save before I go anywhere near that. Find the downed medship in the Hydra system of the Argos Rho cluster and provide assistance.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Commander, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Old measurements are weird. I remember the back of exercise books in first grade had tables on the back that included chain. Chain is a unit of length equal to 66 feet, 22 yards, subdivided into 100 links, or 4 rods, 10 chains in a furlong, and 80 chains in 1 statute mile. Yeah, old measurements are weird. So is old currency. It's just as convoluted and confusing.
It's a trap.
Oh. Where are the Geth? Why are you trapping me? What's the point? Like, seriously, what are you hoping to accomplish by luring me out here to trap me? Like, I don't understand what your objective is. I'm not saying you won't succeed, I just don't understand the purpose. Alright, who else is shooting at me? You? Anyone else? Is that it? Alright. Journal? Complete. Okay. The distress call from the downed medship turned out to be a trap set by the Geth. Fortunately, you were able to survive the assault. And I leveled up words. I leveled up while doing it. Nemesis. Warp specialization. Cool. Gonna bump up 4 points in Nemesis. Hayden, what should we have you do? Pretty good at throw. But I'm gonna bump you in medicine this time. And Tali, just because I can use it, you're going for first aid. Conversions for your grand for years after decimalization. 12 ons in a shilling. 20 shillings in a pound, a guinea being 21 shillings. I mean, I understand there's nothing that says that anything needs to be in base 10, but having learned base 10 for money, well, I guess it's actually base 100 for money, but anyway, the current system of money makes sense to me, and when it breaks up into more unusual units, it becomes difficult to follow. I'm gonna do this link. Good with the weapons I've got. I think we are ready to return to the Normandy and check out what missions we have left. Yeah, decimal currency is much, much easier. Ah, pence. I was like, I'm not familiar with the Ond, but pence makes sense. Alright, that's a Citadel thing. Discovered the remains. Return to the Citadel Tower. Efficient deposits of valuable gases. Continue to locate and survey. That's ongoing. That's ongoing. That's ongoing. Adventures of Tony! Welcome! How are you? Thank you so much for the 7-month free subscription. We're in the second half of a year, which means I have to start thinking about what I'm gonna do when we hit a year. And I don't have any ideas yet. But I will think about it. Also, between then and now, I also have a birthday coming up. Oh, thank you for the posture check, Tony. How are you doing today? You were up much earlier than I was today. And you're hydrating me as well. And a stretch. All the things. Be right, UK, that is a journey. But also I followed the entire thing. Stretchy stretch. Oh, you were up late? Ooh, posture and stretching and hydration? Taking care of myself? What? I'm sorry, just 50 cents would be 50 pence, which made you think of a bad rapper as vice president. Now, see, I have no opinions on 50 Cent and his rap. He's not an artist that I have listened to. There are some rap artists that I have listened to. It's generally not the musical style that I gravitate towards most often, but also not one that I think there's anything wrong with. In fact, I mean, I gravitate more towards Broadway, and if you've ever listened to Sondheim's Into the Woods, the witch, her whole part is rapped. It's her songs are modeled after that style of music. So I have no problem with the style of music. I'm just not familiar with that artist, so I can't comment on whether he's a good rapper or not. But yeah, Pence, not a good politician. At least to my thinking. No pence. 50 new pence would have been either 10 bob or 2 crowns. Oh, gotcha. The VP being bad. You weren't calling 50 Cent bad. Got it. Return to the Citadel. I'm just checking my missions. I think I may be at the point where I have to go back to the Citadel now. Go to the Citadel. Talk to Rex. I can do that one without going back to the Citadel. Also, I have main quest that I can do, but I'd rather go and turn in all of the side quests first. A cute rapper called 10 bob or 2 crowns. The only... there are certain artists that I will pick up and listen to when it comes to like R&B music. One of the more recent, more modern ones that I listened to was Jidenna. But really, mostly for that style of music, I end up listening to like shoot, now my brain won't give me names. This is what my phone is for, because and as soon as I picked up the phone, I didn't even have to look up the information. The act of starting to look up the information brought the name back to me. If you're going like R&B, I'd say Janelle Monáe is probably the closest that I get on a regular basis. There have been others in the past that I've listened to. It's just I listen to like Depeche Mode and Broadway and other kinds of music more often. I have to be in a particular mood for hard R&B or like rap. Although even then, rap music, I more would gravitate towards like 80s style rap than modern. 90s R&B. Yeah, 90s R&B is good. I'm trying to find Rex. I think he's down on the bottom floor. Because I have a mission to talk to him. I'll talk to everybody when we get back to the Citadel, but I want to come talk to Rex because I have a mission specifically to do.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
I have to respond to that. But also, there's investigate and the thing that I came here for. I don't know that I want to say yes, we do.
It won't be long.
I will.
Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Wait, you knew him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, but it is kind of important, so please tell me more. But also, okay.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Also, I read your comment, but I forgot to say, hi, just here for coffee. How are you?
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Okay.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad
Maybe
feeling
he was
about
just
him.
shy or an introvert.
Hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Just wanted to people watch. Wasn't interested in chatting. That seems normal.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
That is interesting.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, but that's not what we actually came here to talk to you about. So
Shepard,
I found something of
This
yours.
armor. Does it belong to you?
let me me see. Damn. This is it. Hard to believe my ancestors wore this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs.
Apparently it's not good armor.
I might be starting to like you after all.
Oh, does that mean we can romance Rex? I know the answer is no, but...
You getting soft on me, Rex?
Just because I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you.
The journal was updated. Rex family armor complete. Alright. I think we're going back to the Citadel. And when we get back to the Citadel, we'll turn in quests and then we will talk to all of the people we've been ignoring as we've been exploring. Because I guess I have to talk to other people aside from Caden occasionally. But first, I'm sure things will happen when we get to the Citadel, and that everything I just was saying, anything I have planned will be wrong. Alright. I have many quests to turn in. Let us do so. Widow? Did not know that was the name. Hi, Simsilica. Rex should be a romance option. It's just like, it's like sticking a dwarf in Dragon Age Inquisition and not making him romanceable. I understand there are probably story reasons having to do with the prior games that I still have not played as to why that particular character is not romanceable, but come on! You make all these romance options and you make it a central part of the game, and then you don't let me romance characters that are interesting and that I want to romance. Anyway, sorry. Let's land on the Citadel. Our ship looks good. Hardly a scratch on her. Joker's doing a great job. Alright, we have landed. Romancing the Dwarf. Now that's a nice fantasy smut book title. Yes, Romancing the Dwarf. You could go for a slightly more intriguing title. And just borrow from the 80s and call it Romancing the Stone. But have it be about romancing a dwarf.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Also, Romancing the Stone was totally my style of 80s movie, kind of knockoff Indiana Jones, really similar in, I mean, it's in of a genre with like Indiana Jones and the Librarian series and like Alan Quartermain, was it? Kind of that like history adventure type thing that has now been completely absorbed into Lara Croft and the male Lara Croft whose name I've forgotten with video games, but there was something about those original like 80s adventure-y movies that I found fun. Hello, Rear Admiral Mikhailovich.
10 hut.
At ease. Rear Admiral
Mikhailovich. He looks really bad in that unit. Oh, I can salute him. No, I'm not gonna.
We weren't told to expect you.
Apparently I did anyway.
Prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Think of it as an opportunity to not have to command me because I'm a Chaos Gremlin.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politicians.
It's purple like my hair.
To the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
Don't insult my ship.
Our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians.
Capitalist military-industrial complex.
I'm here to make an
Got it.
inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
He is.
Sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral?
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
You know,
Commander,
he can go
I'm
sit on his rifle. About what?
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
I agree, sir. But I don't see what my crew can do about it. That's something you fix in dry dock.
No, Commander. That's something you get right the first time. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits.
I had to shake my head at that.
Able to move without giving itself
Oh,
away.
he's pearl clutching.
Realize we
Pearl
could
clutching.
Drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
I don't have a high enough score in anything to do any of the good options. He wrote a strongly worded email. We're fast, too.
It also makes us the fastest ship in the fleet. Without the Tantalus core, Eden Prime would be a smoking crater right now.
Eden Prime does have a smoking crater on it, Commander. Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
I want to use this one, but it's not available to me. Yes, I'm doing this one. But I really want the Renegade option right at this moment. But I'll go Paragon.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet.
Yours isn't.
Do you have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. Your opinions have some merit, Commander.
I really want to punch him in the face.
Consideration when I write my report to the Joint Military Command. Not that I expect them to do anything about it. Too many interest groups have too much money invested in this. Commander Shepard?
Somebody please tell me I get to kill him later. Sorry, I really did not like that guy. Right, I was turning in quests. Inform Nasana. Go to the Embassy Lounge on the Presidium level and tell her sister Dahlia is dead.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder? He was the cult leader. He had everybody thinking he was a god.
Sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing. The raid. I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
Okay?
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to... she's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
Yeah, in treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. It was a news report. So yeah, over the loudspeaker.
Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Well, that depends.
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
I'm middle of the road again. Some topics are classified.
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer.
Ask me anything, and I'll answer what I
Sure,
want.
viewers will understand.
You can ask whatever.
Humans
Doesn't mean
have
you get an
enjoyed the
answer.
respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
It's just another job. Honored.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you?
Yes?
You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
It's an amazing ship, and there's an asshole out there who's raising a stink about it because he's too much of a Ken to worry about other people, and it's all about him. I believe his name was Mikhailovich. You should, anyway, sorry. I'm going with this one.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers.
Oh, have a good lurk,
This
Tony.
incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander.
Indeed.
One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Oh. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission.
Official
Thank
line.
you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Sorry, I just had a sudden, craving for pho. I may have to get some. It's been a while. It's been a while. Going. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Citadel. I remember me. Lieutenant Girard has asked for your help with a suicidal girl who has barricaded herself in the docking bay. She was taken from the Mindwar colony by Batarian slavers in the same raid that killed your family. Yeah, but where am I supposed to go? Docking bay. Where is the docking bay? Not here. Alright, let's see what rapid transit. Embassies, consort chambers. I don't know where the docking bay is. We're gonna run around until we find it. Wait, docking is where we just came from.
Biotics are rare among Quarians. I don't believe I've seen anyone except the Asari with your strength, Lieutenant.
I've always held back a little when I use my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone.
Okay then.
But after what I saw in Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against a Geth. Not against anyone.
Elevator music. Where's my elevator music?
Commander, glad to see you.
I had to help.
Wish it were under better circumstances. Where is she?
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
I don't believe that.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
I
don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
Don't
talk
push
with her.
too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Oh. I really don't want to screw this one up. Alright, let's go talk to her. Hello, Talitha.
What are you?
Talitha.
What are you?
Stop. What are you?
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Gerard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
You're not an animal. Your parents. What did they call you? Do you remember them?
She remembers a lot of things. Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
I can take a step towards her or investigate further. I mean, it's an investigate option. Need to. My childhood? The raid.
What's the last thing you remember from Mindwar?
Fires. Smells of smoke and burning meat. Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes to leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old?
Kind of heavy.
No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they'd go away. The only person blaming you is you.
She wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
Hey?
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the masters explode. She tries to fix the masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
I don't think it's actually the definition of Stockholm Syndrome, but...
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse, so you tried to heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real. She doesn't want it to be real.
I want to know those answers, but also they are not the proper things to do at this moment. Take a step toward her.
I'm going to take a step towards you now. Okay?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
Alright, ask about the parents.
What happened to your parents?
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the masters. But the masters, they have lights and hoses. He's melting. Shh. She doesn't want to see that. Don't make her look. Don't look. Stupid.
Give her face, but also
I know it hurts, Talitha.
taking the Paragon option.
But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
When she thinks, water comes out of her eyes. The masters beat her when she wastes water. So she doesn't think anymore. She sees them. Mommy and Daddy. Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her. They're dead, Shepard. They try to save her and the masters burn them. Can she stop remembering now, please?
I'm going to take a step towards you now. Okay?
She doesn't want... Don't touch her!
I was on Mindwar. My parents died in the raid.
Lying! You get hit for lying! Get the buzz or the burning. Can't be there. Why are you alive? Why are you? Why aren't you like her? Broken. Only fit to dig and carry.
It was hard.
For a while, I was broken. I lost my whole family, Talitha. My friends, my childhood. I had to pull myself up and keep going.
You lose your mommy and daddy, but you don't dig, you don't carry. You stand up. She wishes she could stand up.
Alright. Gonna try this step again. This is... There should be an actual, like, trained person here doing this, not Shepard, but okay.
I'm going to take a step towards you now. Okay?
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Shit. Oh, give her the sedative or use the sedative. I'm gonna trust her.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh, I feel like no is a lie. But
You'll dream of a warm place.
I'm going Paragon in this
You'll be in it.
instance.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
That I was not expecting. And that was a lot.
Is it over, Commander?
She took the sedative. She wants to get better, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just when I see her curled into a ball and shivering. She was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her. Help her.
Yes, sir. Thanks for your help, Commander. We are taking her to a counseling center. They'll help her get better.
Yeah, probably somebody from there should have come and dealt with this situation rather than me. But, hey. Let's go down in the elevator. And turn in these quests.
Technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Where's my elevator music? I need happy music. Alright. I need to go to the embassy. Embassy. You have arrived at the Presidium Embassy. Back to where we started the... I think this is the direction I want. It's been a number of weeks since we were here. Looking for the lounge. That is not the lounge. Alright. Who must be Nasana?
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
I ran into your sister. I ran into your sister 10 times.
You're Nasana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. It didn't end well for her.
What?
That was aggressive. Shepard knows the truth. I have completely forgotten.
Dahlia's dead, Nasana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
I want the treasure.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks.
I am going Paragon.
Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits. But I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods.
Ooh.
I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Alright. What's next? Who do we have to see? You have... Oh, no. Return to the Citadel Tower. Citadel Tower. Is that all we have to turn in? I thought we had more. Okay. To the tower it is! Nope. I know my way around. I don't. Go into the transit pod. Go into the transit pod. Go to the tower. Have arrived at the Citadel Tower. Right. Oh, good. I have a little exclamation. Alright. I am going to turn in these quests, but in just a second, because I need to take a quick bio break. So I'm just going to switch over to the right back screen real quick, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. If you need to get up and stretch, get a beverage, use the restroom, please do so. I will be doing so, and I will be back, and we'll turn in these quests, and then see where the game takes us after that when I get back in just a couple minutes. Okay, I am back. I have taken care of the things I needed to take care of. I've got more to drink. And I have let my husband know that I want pho for dinner because I got that craving, and so hopefully after I stream we'll be able to go and get some pho. Hopefully you were able to take a break as well. I am gonna dive in back into the game. I think I'm gonna talk to Garoth first. I mean, at the moment, I'm just turning in quests, but, you know, I don't know how many of these are just gonna lead to more quests. I have a suspicion we may end up having to do main plot today.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead?
Sandwiches.
I guess I should have expected this.
I have eaten very little today.
Contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
We need to go grocery shopping. We don't have much in the apartment. And, so I've had very little to eat, which is probably why I'm craving foods. But before the stream, I wasn't hungry at all. I thought you'd want to know.
I figured you'd want to know the truth, no matter how painful.
You're right. It's worse not knowing. That's what they all say, at least. Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Sorry, but you definitely deserved to know. Alright. One more quest to turn in. Then we'll talk to some people. Okay, all the way down.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander Shepard, isn't it? My name is Admiral Kahoku. Is there something I can do for you?
I have
you send a recon
located
team
your
out into
people.
The Artemis Tau cluster?
Yes, that's right. They went missing a few days ago. I've been trying to find out what happened to them, but I keep getting the runaround from Alliance brass. Do you know something about this, Commander?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral.
They dead.
Your men were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
It was a trap.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Can I help? Not my problem.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
It was nice to make the offer, but I'm really glad he didn't actually want us to do anything. Alright, so that's a collecting one, that's a collecting one, that's a collecting one, that's a collecting one, that's a collecting one. That is one where we just have to be approached by this fan at some point. Leaves us with main quest. Unless we run around and... if there are people around that are going to give us more side quests. Oh, hi.
We tried to create organic environments back on the flotilla, but we lack the space for anything as grand as this.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance.
Alright. I mean, I don't really mind doing main quest occasionally, but... what if I miss something by doing main quest? There are also no markers anywhere. Which says to me that there's probably nothing that I should be doing here right now. Yum. The elevator leads down to the Presidium. Yes, yes. Do I get elevator music?
Being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
I think I had my volume down too low, like in my headphones, which is why I wasn't hearing the elevator music before. Alright. Is there anything to be paid attention to? Avina. There doesn't seem to be anything out here, but that doesn't mean there's not. I'll just have to run everywhere and find out! What?
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle. Sure is peaceful here.
Low hum from statue? You mean that? It's in the water. I can't reach it. I can't investigate. I want to know more! Tell me more! Rebecca Petrovsky.
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake would want.
Who are... I don't care what you think, Michael.
I should have listened instead of talking.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
What?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael.
Thank you.
I'm not undergoing the treatments.
This is her decision.
Is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
Okay.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
Investigate. Chance of disease.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
And the danger of the therapy.
Gene therapy could hurt the baby.
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
I mean, the only answer is she gets to make the decision. You are not the baby's father, who is the only other person who has any say in that decision. There's no choice here.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
It's still her choice.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this isn't your decision.
Of course it is. I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Listen to what you said. Act like it's not your baby.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
That's all I have left too.
At the moment, I feel like the best thing for keeping the baby safe is keeping him far, far from you.
I want to give him that much.
We will.
Also, I don't know what gender the baby is, so should have said them.
Thank you for talking with us.
But
I appreciate it.
right now, I feel like you are not safe for the baby, and the baby should not be near you. Well, that was an interesting... We're just like the general problem solver, apparently. Got a problem? We will butt in and solve it for you. Hello, Barlavon. What do you got?
Clan. I believe congratulations are in order, Commander Shepard. You are the first human to join the Spectres, yes?
Indeed, indeed.
It's a great honor.
One you are no doubt ready for. A word of warning, though.
Yeah. Yeah, just here for coffee.
Watching you now, Commander. Some of them want to see you fail. I, however, wish you only success. Perform well and you bring the Earth Clan one step closer to joining the Council. And if they let your people in, maybe there is hope for my own species one day, yes?
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies.
That sounds horrible.
I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
I think we've already had this conversation.
I do falls completely within the bounds of
Yeah, problem solver is the job in all RPGs.
Many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Yeah, we already had this conversation. I'm not going through the whole thing again.
Bye, Commander.
See what other random people need assistance. Helena Blake.
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
I mean, I feel like asking how do you know me, but honestly, everybody in the game knows me, so...
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding...
Just come right out and say that.
I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What?
What do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of
I feel
their
like
customers.
she's the
Those
crime
who can
boss.
no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves.
Although that's a problem.
Loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
This is an obvious setup.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you.
Of course you don't.
You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
Okay, so based on positioning alone, the Paragon thing is to not do it. Agreeing easily is Renegade. I mean, I'll do it.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
I don't know anything about red sand, so I don't know how bad that is as a drug to be dealing, but I have a problem with the slavery. I will happily go and take out a slaver.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
I just wanted to talk to you. You're amazing.
Show me your items. Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Ah. It's been so long. I don't actually know that I need any of these right now. No, but then I get to talk to Emporium shopkeeper again.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today? Show me your items. Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Show me. Show me. I don't know what I'm doing in the shop screens at the moment. I also have not looked to see what I have.
It is good to see
Yes,
you
yes.
again.
Investigate.
Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
I think I'll be going.
Return soon. This one receives new shipments regularly.
It's been too long since I talked to him. Them. I like the hair. Wandering around looking for people who need me to do things for them. Hello. Do you need something? Hello. I'm a random person who's a problem solver. Well, that's goes. Hey, this is that place. Probably nobody in here that's gonna want anything from me.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Yeah, I don't actually care for the consort that much.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Back out. Nothing going on in the consort's quarters. Talk to Nalina.
Hello again, Commander.
Yeah. Alright, alright. Let's see what we got on the upper level. Anything? Nope. We've been there. The Citadel is quite pretty. Let's go around the corner. Nope, nobody here. Nothing to do. Come on, somebody's gotta have another side quest for me. Don't want me doing main quest, do you?
Is there something else I can help you with, Commander?
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Saphiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you're at the Citadel
I don't think I ever talked to her before.
More questions, please. Access Avina.
Oh, I may have. I don't know.
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
This isn't a game, Ambassador. Shepard's out there trying to stop Saren from destroying the galaxy.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The Council's watching you, and we all get judged on how you behave.
When they shoot at me, I shoot back. You're welcome to switch places with me.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. Step aside, so be it.
Yeah, Portico, you're probably right.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Also, hi, Lord Portico! Good to see you. How is your weekend? Hello, Din Korlak.
EarthClan Spectre has returned to speak with me.
Indeed, I have.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din.
I haven't heard of Elcor in a while.
Granted many concessions. Bolus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
There's nothing to talk to him about right now. I've already done all of that.
Yes, good.
I mean, Portico, I woke up at like 11:30 today. And I was half asleep when I started the stream because I slept too long, I guess. I don't know. I had the pain part of a migraine show up yesterday after stream. So it kind of took it out of me last night.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
That's
I
awesome.
just love it here. There's so much to see and do.
I'm so glad that she's so happy.
The ambassadors here are very respectful, except for that Volus. I've met the most interesting people since I started working here. I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Okay, those were good dialogue lines. Elcor Diplomat! Why don't you talk to the Elcor? Caden, well, I'll talk to you first.
Big place.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you. You humans are a wonderful sight here on the Citadel. It is good to see you, human. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. I certainly hope the other inhabitants are treating you well, human. Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Oh, the Elcor are so cute. Yeah, I guess I can talk to Executor Palin.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
Yeah, I am.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
Saren's a bit of a gas bag, so...
What do you know about the Spectres?
The right hand of the
16-bit Eric, welcome. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. I'm having fun running around the Citadel avoiding main plot. That is what's up. How are you? How was your, I don't know, evening after your wonderful round table yesterday?
What do you have against the Spectre?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Yeah. I feel like we've had this conversation before, too.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright. I guess there's nothing for it. I'll have to leave the Presidium and go down into the depths if I want to find more side quests. Well, thank you for the revenge? I don't know. But I hope you have a good time reading the RPG books. The panel was really, really good yesterday, and the announcement that I got in my email yesterday was extremely exciting. Hi, Fluidan. Where am I going? Wards. Anywhere in the wards is fine. Let's start here. Hora's Den, a gentleman's club in the ward. Okay, that's the lower markets. This is the first place we had a firefight. Aww. I mean, the first place we had a firefight on the Citadel.
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the,
Aiden.
I got business here, but not with you.
Portico! Thank you, Lord Portico, for the 5 Tier 1 gift subs. And welcome to the Rogues Gallery, Shard Monster, Stolen Tag, Longshot Moho, Fluidan. Fluidan, you got a subscription! Congratulations! And Kasima91. Shenanigans, and oh no. No, just here for coffee. You snuck attack with 100 bits, and now there is a train. You have attracted a train to the channel. We're at a level 3 hype train, 10% in. How? What? Why? Eric has played shenanigans. What? No! Portico! 2,000 of the Narwhal Snowman bits! And, whoa! No! What? This is... Adventures of Tony! How many? What? And... So, Adventures of Tony threw 5 Tier 1 gift subs. And so, welcome to the Rogues Gallery, Sincerius, and Emerald Hook, and Thing Utz, and Urban Bohemian got a subscription, and Be Right UK, and then... Wait, Be Right UK... Wait, I can't read what's going on. Be Right UK threw 5 Tier 1 gift subs as well, for a total of 25 in the channel. And so, thank you Oh, Adventures of Tony, you gave one to Ralph Exiv. Thank you. And then welcome to the Rogues Gallery, Amusing Cat, and Robin Stone, and Virtus B, and Fairy Lee, and Passive Feral. And we're at 93% of level 5. You paused your chores to help defeat the hype train. Oh my. And Adventures of Tony has continued practicing their roguish skills by lurking in the shadows. They might be preparing a sneak attack again. And Lord Portico, we can't leave it at that. 250 Corgo bits. Well, you slaughtered a level 5 hype train. Thank you so much. At like 2 hours into the stream, that was very sneaky of you all. I did not expect that at all. Who could have foreseen such devastation? Seriously, that is amazing, and thank you all so much. And I blame you, Eric. I blame you. Absolute chaos, Simsilica. Thank you all so much. 102% of level 5, and within moments of the you know nothing. Alright, I'm just gonna call you Jon Snow then. I did not expect a train at all today. They come by here so rarely that I'm dumbfounded. It's like Eric has no idea what will happen tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Eric should be careful with the bits that he throws. No, honestly, this was awesome. Eric has broad shoulders and a well-developed sense of shenan. That's what. Okay. I mean, the shenan, yes. The broad shoulders, also true, but also, what do shoulders have to do with shenan? It doesn't matter. Sounds like silence. Okay. I can't believe you all threw that at me. Sounds like science. They shoulder the weight of the blame. Oh my gosh, that was a speak attack. That was absolutely a speak attack. Can I get speak attack emotes, please?
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Again, I don't know what I'm actually shopping for at the moment. There are the speak attack emotes. Always buy a metagel. I don't know. I'm just gonna buy something to buy something because I never buy anything. Wait, I can't buy that? Why can't I buy that? Oh. Upgrades sound good. Oh. Eric, if you're still here, which books are you planning to read today? Also, the hype train has departed now. Thank you for all destroying it and knocking it into pieces. 15 subs and 3,100 bits in that hype train. Thank you all so much.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner.
Isn't this
Remember
the
me?
fan?
There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Get lost. I'm not gonna tell him to get lost.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't see why not. So, yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect.
I don't believe.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room.
This is
my wife will love it.
Absolutely a long con of some sort. I do not trust what just happened. Like, I didn't see any reason not to do it, but also I don't trust it.
Welcome back, EarthClan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
I want to know what the Volus look like. Grenade upgrade 3, I will buy that. I don't know what to... I don't know what any of them I want.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I tend to just use weapons that I recover in battle.
Well, thank you for buying.
We have done... What else? Who else needs my assistance here on the Citadel? Just let me know. I am here to serve. Aw, look! They're having a romantic moment looking out the window. That's nice. Considering how new the humans are supposed to be, and the fact that the Citadel is supposed to be very populated by other species, there are a lot of humans here. Med Bay. Hello, Dr. Chloe Michelle.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Feast's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
Happy to help.
Glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Ooh. Sure, I'll take that First Aid Interface 3 and that Medical Exoskeleton 8. Insufficient credits for that. Medical Interface 7. A lot of my money. 4? 6. We'll go with 4 for now. Metagel replenish. Oh.
Yes.
It had the option for personal questions. I have to take it.
Doctor, how did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military.
That makes sense, some silica. That we primarily stick to the human section.
You're a doctor.
Oh.
How did you end up here on the Citadel?
We just asked that.
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Alright.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
Okay. I get lost on this station so easily. That goes to the Presidium. ESEC Academy. Were we already down here? I don't remember. Hey, Officer Lang.
Hey,
Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too
Ooh,
much.
you got a cute little...
Longer than me.
Is that dog
Heard things, you know?
chewing on a cigar?
Job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make him out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though.
It sort of is.
That guys don't like him too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the council wouldn't use them, right?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Yes. Probably real busy. Seriously, is that dog... It says hype mine. I guess the dog has taken something is what it's meant to be, but it looks like that dog has a cigar. It's elevator music!
Has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Where have I not been? I haven't gone down here. This trip.
Hello, Commander. Show me what you've got.
He has such a descriptive name.
Sounds
Requisition
good.
Officer.
Let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I do not have that much money, but... Nice. Ooh, I will take that license. There's some decent weapons here. I should actually take time sometime to actually figure out what weapons I want to use and purchase them. Sometime. Not the now time. Well, so this then. Hello, CSEC officer.
Hello, Commander.
Chelik.
Good to see you, Commander.
There are definitely parts of the Citadel that I have not visited this go-round. Trying to recall where they are. Apparently that elevator is not usable. Let's go to the rapid transit pod. And we're exploring Ward's locations right now. We started at Cora's Den. We've been to the markets. We've been to the med clinic. We've not been to Flux this time around. That's the gambling parlor, if I remember right. Is this the way in? Or is this the way out? This must be. Alright, there we go. Got a cutscene.
is it?
What happened?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Turian didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
You were cheating, though, weren't you?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor. Only as an experiment.
Experiment?
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar.
That sounds like preparation for more hardcore cheating. Like, what's, isn't...
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
I mean... that is still cheating. You're just... No.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
Just because you're selling your cheating device to other people so that they can cheat.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
Fuck off. But species' stuff doesn't go over well with me.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
Hey, Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
And yet, you seem less than pleased.
I'm glad she's out of the den.
Good observation, Tally.
It's like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
Oh. Sorry. Also, why in hell are they working for tips on the Citadel? Like, have we not moved past tips? Just
Hello again. Can I help you?
go to Europe. They pay people a wage and tips are not part of it. At least that was the case in the Netherlands when I was there. It was a much better system. Pay people to provide good service so that they provide good service. Don't make them dependent on tips as an incentive for good service. Just pay them for good service. If they don't provide good service, then let them go. You pay them a living wage, they'll be happier, and will give decent service. I just don't understand. Anyway, I used to wait tables. It pisses me off that we're still a tips-based thing.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some Quasar stations, if you're interested.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender.
Good for you!
Dance a little when the mood strikes.
Aw.
We've got some Quasar stations, if you're interested.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your
Owner, cook, and bartender. It's nice that he's able to do the things that he wants to do. Where's Jenna? I saw Jenna marked. I was gonna talk to her, but then she disappeared. Oh, she's up there. I talked to her already. I don't want to play the gambling game. Alright. Well, in that case... Shells the Gambler. Quirky Solarian named Shells was thrown out of Flux for cheating at the gambling machine. Says he wasn't actually cheating. He was just gathering data to create a cheating system. What could be wrong with that? Speak to him if you want to help. But I already told him I didn't want to help. But it's a side quest. And it won't go away if I don't do it. I guess we're gonna help build this cheating system. Because side quest.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
What's in this for me?
Keep your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
That's not what I was trying to click on, but...
Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
It is what my sentiments are, and I would like to finish the quest that way, but...
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others.
Yep.
I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Why don't you just sell the device then?
What? No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. Besides, you saw how easily it was detected. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
I don't want to do the cheating. But the quest is here and won't go away unless I cheat. I will save the game and do it and see what the outcome is, and then I may undo it.
Change your mind? You gonna help me record those wins?
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
I really don't want to. I'm not gonna.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned
I won't go through the conversation again today. I'm sure I will at some point because I will forget, because that quest will sit there in my side quests unfinished. I think we have to go to... Sec Academy to get to the docking base so that we can get on the ship so that I can talk to all the people on the ship. Because I think we've run around everywhere now.
Hearing about the Protheans makes me wonder if some distant civilization is gonna find our artifacts someday and study us.
The worlds we abandoned when the Geth revolted serve as just such an example. It is a reminder of our mortality.
I'm not afraid to die, but I guess I just want to be remembered by more than a few trinkets in a ruin somewhere.
Don't worry, Caden, I'll remember you. Also, I really like this team with Caden and Tali.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah, you don't seem to be average.
I ask you a few questions.
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot.
We've had this conversation, Joker. I just wanted to talk to you about other things, because you seem nice and I wanted to get to know you.
I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I really was hoping for different dialogue and was not looking to have that conversation again. What went on while I was gone, Presley?
Yes, Commander. How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the
I wish I could
trying to wipe it out.
exit the conversation because we've had this one before.
Ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Yep.
Carry on, Presley.
Also, I don't find Presley all that interesting. Don't even get to flirt with him. Alright. Time to head down to the second level. Talk to our companions that are located there. Well, let's go talk to our doctor first.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Conversation too, I think.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
I have definitely had this conversation because I remember complaining about the fact that these are things we should already know since we have biotics.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Yes.
Commander.
Let's want new conversation. Liara. Let's see.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Sure, I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You enjoy that?
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's
Great.
lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched.
It's awesome when somebody loves their work.
That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Okay, that was very endearing.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Oh.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the
I should
Citadel.
not have clicked on that one. We've had that one before, and it's long.
We strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Ooh, we got a codex entry. Always replenish the meta gel. Hello, Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Ooh, debriefings. Okay. Later, indeed. After this game.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh, we've had that conversation.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright. Sorry, the look that Caden and Shepard shared when I walked up there, just so many aspects of it, it's very clear that he should be a romance option. Like, a lot of the like work is there, and I know that it was originally supposed to be part of the game and then wasn't developed or wasn't pursued. And I know that there are modders who have put it back in, but also I'm playing an unmodded version of this.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Space! Hi, Geek Outs, how are you? You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs.
I'm doing better. I was half asleep when I started playing today.
Are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep. Sometimes.
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
They do.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Nope. There.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Yeah, so far, Hayden and Tali are I like as characters. I don't know the others very well yet.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems.
I don't remember if we've had this conversation.
Hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to
We definitely have had that conversation.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship.
On the good ship, Tokyo.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
What? That was extremely odd. He said carry on instead of I should go. Is I should go reserved for romantic partner options? I was very thrown off by that.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, man. Garrus, we haven't spoken to you in a while.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That kind of inspiration makes sense.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Like
you.
CSEC?
No offense.
Unlimited power with no accountability. Sure, they can get away with a lot of things.
I understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Oh, I forgot you existed.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Sure.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to
Yes. What do you mean?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Good. no, we're shutting that down right away. We've had those conversations.
Rex?
Well, I think somebody did predict at the beginning that I would not like her. And whoever predicted that was absolutely correct. No. Hayden also has some of that because they've written it into basically like all of the humans. But his is not to the level of hers. My gosh. Alright. Got some codex entries. We're on the secondaries right now. Council races. Turian culture. While Turians are individuals with personal desires, their instinct is to equate the self with the group and set aside personal desires for the good of all. Yeah, space racism is a real problem on the Normandy SR-1. Turians are taught to have a strong sense of personal accountability, the Turian honor that other races find so remarkable. Turians are taught to own every decision they make, good or ill. The worst sin they can make in the eyes of their people is to lie about their own actions. Turians who murder will try to get away with it, but if directly questioned, most will confess the crime. Turians have a strong inclination toward public service and self-sacrifice, so they tend to be poor entrepreneurs. To compensate, they accepted the mercantile Volus as a client race, offering protection in exchange for their fiscal expertise. The Turian military is the center of their society. It is not just an armed force, it is an all-encompassing public works organization. The military police are also the civic police. The fire brigades serve the civilian population as well as military facilities. The Corps of Engineers builds and maintains spaceports, schools, water purification plants, and power stations. The Merchant Marine ensures that all worlds get needed resources. Although they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Asari, and the virtuosity of the humans, the Turian military has formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifers with years of field experience. Enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire line collapses, they fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, "You will only see a Turian's back once he's dead." Boot camp begins on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, biotics' motives are not always fully trusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their biotics to specialist teams called cabals. Command and control is decentralized and flexible. Individual squads can call for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armor, supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient and dislike risky operation. Tradition is important. Each legion has a full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honors in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turian Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. Gotcha. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armored cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formations. At the conclusion of their service in the auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship. Yeah, military police as civil police doesn't seem all that great. They sound like some aspects of their culture were modeled after ancient Rome. We've read that one. I don't know why it was bleak. Humanity and the Systems Alliance. Genetic engineering. In the 22nd century, manipulation of the human genome became commonplace. Techniques of genetic engineering advanced to the point where the rich could custom build fetuses that grew into stronger, smarter, and more attractive adults. In more permissive regions, custom-designed life forms are uplifted animals occupied an ill-defined niche between property and sapient being. Travel to planets with unique forms of life brought an awareness that Earth's unique biodiversity could be lost if spliced and hybridized to gain useful alien qualities. The Sundem Walcott Genetic Heritage Act was passed by the Systems Alliance Parliament in 2161. It imposed sharp restrictions on controversial uses of genetic engineering, but provided government subsidies for beneficial applications. Screening and therapy. Most governments provide free assessment and corrective therapy for genetic diseases in prospective patients. This has nearly eliminated everything from cystic fibrosis to nearsightedness. The earlier screening and therapy is performed, the more comprehensive the results. Though ideally performed on artificially fertilized zygotes in a lab, procedures are available for embryos in the womb and newborns, out of respect for personal beliefs. Enhancement. Improvement of natural human abilities is legal, but adding new abilities is not. Treatments to improve strength, reflexes, mental acuity, or appearance are permitted. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. Some genetic enhancement is provided for free to Alliance military recruits, but the average citizen must pay for the privilege. The process can take years to reach fruition in an adult. Engineering. Artificial hybridization of genes from compatible non-human species with human genetic code is illegal. Creation of designed life is broadly legal and mainly used for terraforming and medical applications, but sentient creatures are heavily regulated, and creation of sapient life is outlawed by both the Systems Alliance and the Citadel Council. Ships and vehicles. FTL drive, drive charge. As positive or negative electric current is passed through an FTL drive core, it acquires a static electrical charge. Drives can be operated an average of 50 hours before they reach charge saturation. This change is proportional to the magnitude of mass reduction. A heavier or faster ship reaches saturation more quickly. If the charge is allowed to build, the core will discharge into the hull of a ship, and all ungrounded crew members are fried to a crisp. All electronic systems are burned out, and metal bulkheads may be melted and fused together. The safest way to discharge a core is to land on a planet and establish a connection to the ground, like a lightning rod. Larger vessels like dreadnoughts cannot land and must discharge into a planetary magnetic field. The ship passes the charge from the drive core to the exterior armored hull, then dives into the magnetic field. As the hull discharges, sheets of lightning jump away into the field, creating beautiful auroral displays on the planet. The ship must retract its sensors and weapons while dumping charge to prevent damage, leaving it blind and helpless. Discharging at a moon with a weak magnetic field can take days. Discharging into the powerful field of a gas giant may require less than an hour. Deep space facilities such as the Citadel often have special discharge facilities for visiting ships. I like some of the technology descriptions that they give because they're very well thought out. Well, we should look at equipment. We're basically nearing the end of the stream, so we'll just look at equipment, and then we'll do some wrap up. It's been a kind of chill stream today with not much fighting. Not bad. honestly. We have a Raptor 5. I think we will equip that and transfer our upgrades over. Hurricane, Storm, Firestorm 4. We've already got a 5 equipped. Raikou, Stiletto. The Stiletto 5 is better than the Stiletto 4. Done with your chores! Yay! Ooh! No headache. No dizziness. That is awesome, Adventures of Tony. I am very, very happy to hear that you were able to get through that comfortably today. Solaris Amp 5 is an upgrade. Yes, pick that. Armor. Currently wearing an Onyx 4. Assassin 5 is an option. Most of this armor is completely useless to me. Why do I have it? I like the increase in shields. I don't like the biotic protection that it provides. Not gonna switch that. Oh, wait. I feel... Oh, I'm not in a group. I can't. I'm just doing armor and weapons and stuff. Am I live? I don't know what happened. I had stuff like that happening last night too. When we were playing D&D, I disconnected a couple of times and it just immediately reconnected. So some sort of interruption in the internet service, which honestly, internet sucks in this country, so not especially surprising. Did I successfully mute that? Good. But, you know, it's fine. Not fine. But we'll survive. We'll survive. If you were not aware, there is, speaking of internet service in the United States, if you are in the United States and you care to take part, the Consumer Reports is gathering information from people about their speed and bills for internet service. They're doing a study. Says, join the fight for fair internet. Slow speeds? ? High prices ? No choices ? Join the fight for fair, affordable internet service. All you need is a copy of your internet bill and a few minutes to answer some questions. To get started, you will create a free Consumer Reports membership account, and then basically they're going to ask you some questions. They're going to run some tests using their own systems to test your internet speed and log what you pay for your internet service. And they're using that to basically validate. The ISPs have been saying for years that they're increasing the speeds and lowering the costs, but the actual result of that reaching the consumer's pocket doesn't seem to match up with what the ISPs claim. And so Consumer Reports is putting it to the test. There's also a similar thing going on, I believe, from the FCC is also doing their own study of internet service speeds, etc. So it's there. I haven't gone and done it yet myself, but I probably will, because I would very much like improved service, and I would rather, if the ISPs get money from the government to improve service, that they actually improve service instead of just giving that money to their shareholders, which is what they've done in the past. So, anyway, like, I have actually, I believe, higher download speeds than some business internet plans. And so, like, my download speeds are amazing. My download speeds are totally fine when I don't have a cut in service. Where I struggle is my upload speed. Upload, the maximum they offer is 10 megabits up, which is really not sufficient for what I'm trying to do, and is one of the problems I have issues with the stream going down occasionally. Does anyone recall if Enthusiami was planning to stream today? I had thought... Yes. Supposed to be King's Quest 8 today, so that is the plan for the raid. Should be starting right about now. I just haven't seen her go live yet. I get 10 up occasionally, but most of the time I don't. And when it drops to like 2, I can't stream. So yeah, her Discord says that she's supposed to be streaming today, so your grandma or your mom has faster internet on Guam. And there's no competition. There is no alternative. Given the address that I live at, the only internet service provider that I can get is Shentel. Technically speaking, they have competition because satellite internet exists, but satellite internet is not a comparable product. So, you got 160 down and 0 up one day, which is, yeah, wonderful for what most people use it for, which is like streaming content, etc. But honestly, 160 down and 0 up does nothing for you. You can't even log into a service to be able to access the downloadable content. And yeah, I had one day where I was supposed to be streaming where I hit like 0.1 up, according to like all of the different test measures. So definitely we could use better, and we deserve better. So I will probably fill out the thing for the Consumer Reports thing. I don't know if it'll do any good, but hopefully if they're able to gather some data, they can make a case for better internet and better internet service. I don't know. When I worked with my ISP to try and fix my upload speeds, they weren't able to do anything for me with upload speeds because they don't offer anything more than 10. But calling them and talking to them about that, the guy was like, but we do have... I can lower your bill for the same service that you're getting. We actually charge less for that now, and so I can actually increase your download speed and lower your bill at the same time, which was really nice of him, but it was all he could do. He couldn't actually touch the upload speeds, which is what I wanted. So, you've done it. Awesome, Tony. And they're installing fiber in the area where I live, just not in the area where I live. There's fiber being installed locally and by my ISP, just nowhere where it will actually help me at my address. With their fiber service, I would be able to get 250 down and 250 up. 250 gigs down and 250 gigs up for around the same price I'm paying. There's fiber all around, just not in your building. Yeah. And then I believe in other parts of around where I live, there's the Google, whatever their cloud-based service is, but also not available to me. So, don't know. So I don't know what's going on. It's 5:07. And Amy's usually live by now. I haven't seen a tweet from her. Well, I'm sure she will go live eventually. Until then, I do need to bring down the stream for the day. So we will raid over to someone else. And you all can pop in and say hello and have a fun time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and raid Trisha Hirschberger, who is absolutely amazing. She is currently playing Horizon Zero Dawn. So when you get on over there, if you wouldn't mind saying hello, that would be awesome. There is a little raid message that you can feel free to pop into the chat when we arrive in the channel. And yeah, thank you all for dropping by today and playing Mass Effect with me. I'm really, really, really enjoying the game. I'm live next tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for continuation of my playthrough of Riven. And then Wednesday, I have more of Archival Adventures, where we this month are exploring various cookbooks, looking at the history over time of kind of backyard grilling. Saturday, we will be doing Alien Isolation at 11 a.m. Eastern Time before we raid into the Streampunks Alien role-playing game session. And then we'll be back again next Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for more Mass Effect. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train. That was absolutely amazing and totally unexpected. And yeah, go say hello to Trisha Hirschberger for me, and I will see you all next time. Bye!